Oh man, speaking of the Native American accent, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on stream.
Oh,
I've probably played for like 10, 11, 12 hours total now. This game is awesome.
I told you.
It is so fun pretending to be a cowboy. It's really in depth, and there's so much to do that it's kind of
Did it open too slow? I've heard that criticism.
It did open really slow, but I interact with my chat so much, and like I'm joking around with them. It goes so fast, like it didn't bother me. But yeah, this game is sick. So much fun, and it's so in depth it's almost bothersome, where it's like I'll be trying to chase someone in the chat's like, you got to feed your horse. It's like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
It's nice when your chat's helpful, and like you said, sometimes down moments in games are a good time to talk to the chat. So like what might be boring gameplay can be a better show.
Exactly. And so I don't mind that at all.
If the game requires your full attention, then the chat's not getting any of it.
Yeah, that Doom was harder because of that, because so many scenes in Doom, it's like, are you ready, bitch? Here's hard rock and death. And it's like, I would realize I'm playing it, and it's like, I haven't talked in 4 minutes. I'm just stressed. I'm just anxious about, chainsawing enough guys to keep my ammo up. Game. It's a very cool game. I need to finish it. No, I got maybe a third of the way through.
The final boss is kind of lame, but everything up until that is great.
I'll need to check that out. So you played Red Dead 2?
I know a lot about it. I've watched videos of it. I've watched people stream it. It's made by Rockstar, I believe. So they sort of borrow a lot from the GTA series with how in depth it is and all that shit. I've watched a lot of videos, but I'm
early in that game because I was thinking Rockstar, it's like GTA, and I just finished GTA 5 where I can kill hundreds of cops and people and then pay like $65 and be fine.
Yeah.
I had no idea that behaving like an asshole in the beginning of this game, there are law dogs waiting for me at every corner in the woods, and they are way better with their guns than I am.
Yep.
And so I'm getting very aggravated. Like I'll be in the middle of any mission, and then you hop on a bridge, and suddenly there's 15 sheriffs on the other side just butt fucking you. So I need to save up enough to pay off my bounty in the main area, which is $300, which in this game might as well be $1.5 million in Grand Theft Auto.
That's how Skyrim could be. You'd go on a little rampage, and then they'd arrest you, and then be like, you could pay this much money. It'd be an incredible sum. Or you go to jail, and then I don't know if you ever played it, but like you go to jail.
A lot of Skyrim, yeah.
You have that one opportunity to pick the lock. You have one lock pick. I guess you butthole in, and if you break that, then you literally have to watch the days pass for like dozens and dozens of days, sometimes depending on how bad of a boy you were.
Yeah,
I wish there was another.
Just, like, get up and pee. Not that big a deal in Skyrim. At least I haven't been taken to jail yet in Red Dead Redemption 2. Or no, I have been, but it didn't work that way. I didn't have to wait that long. So
I saw an ad for an Elder Scrolls Online game. I don't know what that is though. Like is there going to be like a full
that's been out
story?
for a while. Yeah. Elder Scrolls
I guess maybe
Online.
it's an expansion for it or something, because like there was like I skip almost every YouTube ad, but I was watching YouTube on my television, and it was like a 3.5-4 minute ad, but it looked cool as shit. So I just watched the whole thing, and it's like a bunch of like, a guy with a big Viking helmet and some enormous blonde bitch and like 8 other like just regular sword and shield guys like rappel down into this vampire cave and discover this like hidden city, fight a shitload of werewolves, and then they face off against like a vampire lord.
That sounds tight.
Yeah, it looked awesome. It looked like a Lord of the Rings type scenario, and it looked great. And I'm watching, I'm like, please be this like a whole new Skyrim 2 or whatever the fuck, another Elder. But it said Elder Scrolls Online or something like that. I don't even know what the deal is with that.
I tried Elder Scrolls Online. It's been out for a few, or maybe I'm mistaking it for something else. But I definitely tried that at some point, and I lost interest almost immediately. Like with a game like Skyrim or GTA or Red Dead Redemption 2, like I want to be the guy in that universe. Everybody else is an NPC. I'm the maniac doing my thing. I don't want a bunch of other maniacs doing their thing. That's not fun.
So they were trying to do this thing, and there was a subreddit for it called Skyrim Together, where they were trying to like code Skyrim for co-op, and I think it turned into like a money laundering scheme or something where they took tons and tons of money from like the public because everybody was like, yeah, that sounds incredible. And like these guys who were developing it just kept all the money and maybe just never even did it. So I don't know. Could be, but that would be cool. Just co-op, just like co-op Skyrim or co-op Fallout. But like I've been told Fallout 76 has been improved a lot. Have you ever played a Fallout game?
I played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas, and it didn't suck me in. I didn't get very interested.
Man, that's my favorite, probably my favorite game series. Definitely my favorite RPG. You know, I played all of Oblivion, all of Skyrim. I played Fable, and I played a bunch of other shit. I love Fallout. I love the backstory of that, the whole mythos. You know, the Vault Tech company and everything they were up to, all that sneaky shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the gameplay in New Vegas. It's miles ahead of the gameplay of Fallout 3, where they added like the first person shooter aiming and stuff. And I like the perk system. I like the whole
Does
thing.
it hold up? Sometimes great games from 12 years ago, you replay them and you're like,
I played it about 2 years ago and I modded the fuck out of it. And it was a ball. It was so fun. I really loved it. It was around the time Fallout 4 came out. So maybe a little more than 2 years, you know, time flies. But I played Fallout 4 like vanilla. Then I played Fallout 4 all the way through, like modded to hell and back. With like, I think I've still got maybe the screenshots of my character somewhere with giant titties.
Nice. You know, a game I've been wanting to pal around with a little bit that I never have is the Bioshock series. Everybody says those are awesome. And
Those
I've
are
never
awesome.
played any. And so
Okay, well, shit, dude, that's a whole story. Like, if you're gonna get into that, like, don't even watch any videos. First of all, it's great. It's a really good story. It's a really good like universe to be in with like it's sort of an alternate universe type thing. You're in an undersea city that you discover. I'll kind of leave it at that. And there's 3 of them, and they're great. They're legitimately amazing games.
yeah, third one in the sky, I think.
Third one sucks.
People
Third one
said it's
sucks?
good. I haven't played the third one. I think Kyle's in the minority opinion.
So start with 1, basically.
I don't think I am. The third one's awful.
What?
It's-
No,
Did you like it, Woody?
I bought it and didn't play it.
The third one's awful. So
As many games go.
the first 2 are like really well linked, and you know, they're under the sea in the city of Rapture. And then the third one just goes off the rails with all this like alternate reality timeline, time travel bullshit. And it was it was a completely different game than what was promoted. They really promoted this like, oh, you're gonna be flying on hooks in the sky all the time and doing all this crazy shit. And it's like, no, that's just kind of like the cutscene mechanic.
Just for the record, it got 10 out of 10 on Steam, 4.5 out of 5 on GameStop, and on Google 95% like ratio.
I believe they pay for those ratings. All I know is it is the worst of the Fallout games.
Everyone loved it. Like it was,
what did Game Informer give it? 10 out of a 10.
So,
they pay for those ratings.
When it dropped, I think I was like neck deep in my Minecraft world, and that's why I didn't play it. But I was very excited about it. And just what I remember is like everyone playing it, everyone in like my universe was loving that game. And I don't know, I feel like I found a lot of data to back up that opinion.
I played it. Not the worst of them for sure. I'm not saying it was a terrible game, but it fell short of the first 2 big time. Like Halo 1, 2, and 3 are all excellent. Each one is better than the last. Gears 1, 2, and 3, excellent. Story's great. You feel for the characters. They got better every step of the way. You know, I'm aware that with Halo and Gears, they kept making.
Is that a very hard campaign as far as campaigns go?
Gears?
Or am I thinking of something else? Yeah, Gears.
If you play it on hard, any of those games, if you play on the hardest difficulty, is quite hard. Gears is a little more challenging because there's a.
I know, I'm thinking of Dark Souls. Dark Souls is the one people are like.
Dark
this
Souls
game
is a
so
very
fucking
difficult
hard.
game that I don't fuck with. Yeah, it looks too difficult to enjoy.
Apparently, when you die in it, you lose so much progress that it's like a brutal experience.
Yeah,
I don't want that. I like dying and starting 2 seconds before I died.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind a little bit of
It happened in
punishment.
Red Dead Redemption.
Have you
I was-
considered the Lego games, Taylor? Because they do this.
I was doing Red Dead Redemption, and I accidentally parked my
Your
horse
wagon on the on the railroad.
tracks, and I was chasing someone way far away.
Who parks on the train tracks, Taylor?
And I logged it. And everybody's like, get back there. And I was like, it's fine. It's a game. And then I see like, oh. And then I ended up dying because they killed my horses because I left them on the train track. I deserve that one, but they only teleported me back like 2 minutes of game time. Not too bad. If they would have teleported me back 20 minutes or something, if I wasn't streaming the game, that would be enough for me to be like, fuck it. No, I'm not replaying 20, 30 minutes of gameplay to get back to that.
Yeah.
So I prefer they keep you real close to what you're supposed to be doing.
I guess Dark Souls, the gameplay is really tough and the death is really brutal. And I think Wings of Redemption's good at it.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt he is. I mean, that's one of those games where like you get timing down, right? Where it's like, this is where I step out here so I can shoot this one guy with a bow, and then I step back, and I know this because I've died 10 times here, and then you step out again, and then you dodge again. Like
that's
that
my impression of it. Yeah. And all right, I just need to hit him 37 times before he hits me twice. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I've never played it. I've watched a little bit of it, and it does look difficult. I've seen the speed run, the world record speed run, and that's just absurd. It's like, what are you doing with your life?
It's like they're not even playing the same game.
No, you're not. Like, he beat a game that takes people like a dozen hours and 5 minutes or something. Like, he's jumping like over maps and through the sky and finding all these weird glitches to like get through the. I'm exaggerating with 5 minutes, but it was quick. It was like a 20th of what it should have taken him or something. It was crazy fast.
I like to watch Portal speedruns. Now, the first Portal in particular, I like that game, and I've played through it, call it 25 times. Like I know that game really well. And I watched them speedrun it, and I'm like, that's not even the solution the makers had in mind. You know, like you can see there while you're falling, and they put a portal in some weird spot and skip the whole puzzle. That's what it's all about, like skipping puzzles and doing weird things. And
yeah, I played through that not too long ago. Me and my friend Class beat, I guess it was Portal 2 because it's the co-op.
That's the co-op one. Yeah.
Portal 2
was
it got all tedious at the end. By the end, I was just like, you want to do this one? You want to do this puzzle? I'll just sit here and you do the thing, and then I'll jump in. It was just like, it was getting old.
I did it with Chiz, actually, on a live stream. It was a good experience. Chiz smart, good at puzzles. We did it together.
Yeah.
People rave about that game being incredible.
It's really fun. I'd played it before. I was just bored by the end. Like we beat it in one session. So like
I don't remember
I was ready to be
able
done.
to let one person lead. I felt like they were like the nature of the puzzles was that you had to do something while I was doing this, and it took two people to solve it.
There's some puzzles though that like one guy needs to like go out there. I need to wait till then he sets up a whole thing, and then he pushes a cube through it, and then the cube's gonna come back to me, and I'm just gonna sit it on a lever. Like my whole thing is picking a cube up and putting it on a like switch, and the other guy's the one who has to bounce around and do nonsense.
I cannot play a puzzle game like that on stream. I have my chat calling me a retard enough already. Without me dealing with puzzle games. No thank.
That's actually the first time I ever streamed Portal. It was so that I would get the opposite experience. Like, all right, I'm going to try this Portal game that I played 18 times. Let's see how I do.
That's what I should do. Play Portal by myself for a while.
Hours every day.
My gut instinct is to fire one here and here. Like it's one puzzle I don't know, and I'm like, and that's all for tonight. Bye, everyone. And everything.
Yeah, I like Portal. It's a good time.